priorities for their county. Florida State Conservationist Juan Hernandez says if you can't make it to a meeting in person, they are available through Zoom.
Absolutely. Accommodating and assisting, understanding the difficulties of COVID. We are extending the opportunity for every single one of these local work group meetings to be on a Zoom link. So when you go to our website, you will find the county listed, the day, the time, and the link, the Zoom link for that particular local work group meeting, so that you have ample opportunity to be on site or to participate remotely through the Zoom link.
Now, NRCS and Soil and Water Conservation Districts are hosting the meetings and provide input and recommendations to the NRCS State Conservationists and the State Technical Committee to develop solutions using Farm Bill programs. Meetings are being held at various locations across the state. If you'd like to learn more about any of this, just simply go to our website, southeastagnet.com.
The USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service has a program to reward and encourage environmental stewardship for ag and forestry producers. The Conservation Stewardship Program, or CSP, is voluntary. Applicants must be USDA operators. CSP participants will adopt new conservation practices and manage existing ones. For more information on CSP, visit nrcs.usda.gov or call NRCS. Helping people help the land.
Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Today will be partly sunny, high today 87 to 91, then clear skies this evening, low tonight 70 to 73. Clouds and a little sunshine on Friday, high tomorrow 87 to 90, then Saturday will be partly sunny and pleasant with a high of 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Luby Bat Conservancy is excited to welcome everyone back to our 17th annual Florida Bat Festival held Saturday, October 23rd, 10 to 5. Bat Fest is a local family-friendly event held at Luby, where guests can enjoy games and activities in the kids zone, local artisans, food trucks, live music, craft beer from local breweries, and of course, the world's largest bats. Highlights include baby bats born this year and the grand opening of the new education center. For more information, visit the Luby Facebook page or www.luby.org/batfest.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala.
Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well.
Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Thursday morning. Welcome to Ocala Talks. I am your host, Tom Schmidt, coming to you live from the WOCA studios located just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. It's a beautiful day, sun high in the sky, blue skies, little wispy clouds. It's going to be a great day. Very little chance of rain. Weather will be in the mid-80s today with the lows in the mid-60s. Guy that's on the phone lines with us every morning, Galen Newall from Life South, brought to you by the good folks at Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, Penn Flooring, and Just Ship. Galen, this weather kind of reminds you of one of your favorite cities, San Diego, California, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Up here in central Georgia, north central Georgia, it's foggy, a little chilly this morning. So, also kind of reminds me of San Diego.
You're still up in the Ocoee area up there, are you?
Yeah, I sure am. Yep, Reynolds Plantation, up here for a conference.
Yeah, Reynolds Plantation, it's got to be tough slumming like that. Got to be tough.
Yeah, it's a shithole, but we'll get through it.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful up here.
You probably can't say that word on the radio, but
I can't, but it's one word.
We'll gloss over that.
Did.
We'll gloss over that.
The president called the entire countries.
We'll gloss over that.
I thought it was fine.
Well, whatever Orange Man does is acceptable, I guess.
Yeah.
But I love that area of Georgia, and it's really, it's really one of those areas that just are. It's the thing I like about, and look, I'm a Floridian. I kid to say I'm from Georgia and everything, and when people ask me what part, I say I'm from South Georgia. What part? Jacksonville. That's tongue in cheek. Jacksonville is part of Florida, so I'm a born and raised Floridian. But I spent my formative years in the state of Georgia, and you just got everything there. You got the mountains, you got big gorges, so it looks like you got a canyon there. You got the Piedmont, you got the beach area, you got central Georgia, which is agricultural and everything. There's just a lot to offer in that state. And you guys work in that state, Alabama, and Florida, correct?
Yep, that's right. That's right.
So you get the beauty of Florida, you get the beauty of Georgia, and then there's Alabama.
Well, Alabama.
Well, it's got the Robert Trent Jones golf. It's got the Robert Trent Jones golf trail. So
that was going to be the next thing I mentioned.
You know.
But yeah, it's again there are parts of Alabama that are breathtaking, gorgeous, and terrible. But I guess you'd say that everywhere.
Yeah, but Panama City's not part of the breathtaking Alabama. It's the terrible Alabama. You know, Panama City being in L.A., lower Alabama.
Sure.
So
we strive in lower Alabama.
So this Friday, as long as there's not some sort of 11th hour judge that puts an injunction to stop it, sports betting becomes legal in the state of Florida in the Seminole Indian casinos. Is it going to really change that much? I know it probably won't change that much of your life, Galen, but will it change the landscape of gambling in the state of Florida? Galen, we lost Galen. Galen went away. He got so caught up in Georgia that he just went away. That happens. You get so caught up with how great Georgia is that you just don't want to talk on the phone anymore. You want to take in the beauty of the sights and sounds of Georgia. And I understand that. I really understand that. But we're going to try to get Galen back on the phone. We'll just call him right here live on the air. Let his phone ring. There it goes. It's ringing live on the air. There we go. Come on, Galen. We're live on the air. Pick up. Well, doesn't look like he's going to. Huh. Well, I guess we'll just wait for Galen to call back. See if he'll give us a call back. But yeah, sports gambling becomes the way of doing things in this state come tomorrow. And I think it's going to change the landscape of how things are done gambling wise in the state of Florida. It's a business that is going to bring around $2.1 billion in revenue, according to the estimates the state has. So $2.1 billion is nothing to shake a stick at, folks. That is quite the boon for Florida, if that is the case. And it's one of those things that it's going to be the Seminoles get their cut, but Florida's going to get their cut too. Galen, are you there? Oh, nope, Galen's still not there. Galen, nope, not there. So that's just, we'll talk to Galen a little bit. But there's an article by David Whitley in the Gainesville Sun that I read yesterday that he thinks that it's going to lead to soul selling. He says he envisions, take a trip 13 years into the future to 2034. Florida's playing Vanderbilt. Fans are lined up to place bets and buy a pack of official UF marijuana cigarettes. Then they'll head back to their seating pod, order a bottle of champagne in anticipation of the Gators snapping the Commodores' 22-game winning streak. Then he says, okay, he probably went too far with the Vandy and the winning streak. But he said the slide into utter hypocrisy has been gradual, but we're going to hit a milestone Friday when sports gambling becomes legal. And you're going to be able to bet on anything pro, college, Olympic, golf. You'll be able to bet on anything. So I don't see it changing the landscape much. I think people sports bet already. I think people just do it illegally with neighborhood bookies or friends that they take bets with and everything, or they do it in offshore betting sites. That's what I do. I use Bovada, which is an offshore betting site, and so it's going to legitimize it where it's regulated by the state of Florida. The Seminole Indian casinos will regulate it, but there's some oversight from the federal government, from the Department of Interior and everything. So it's going to bring it to where people don't get in trouble, because right now, you got like I used to have 4, 5, 6 years ago, I had a guy that from Georgia, buddy of mine from Georgia, that was a bookie. And so I would call up there and I'd make football bets. And I had a $500 credit limit. Well, you didn't have to give him any money, but if you got up to $500, he wanted his $500. Now he paid you too, but you could quickly, and $500 is not that much to get in over your head. But you hear about people getting in over their head thousands and thousands of dollars, and then the bookie or one of his goons come to collect, and it doesn't end well for people. Well, this is the same thing that could happen without the Seminole casinos regulating. But when you go to a casino to lay down a bet, you don't get credit. You got to if you want a $100 bet, you got to give them $100. So you can't get in over your head and owe somebody like you can a bookie. So I think that has a lot to do with going in the right direction with the casino and them regulating sports betting. I think it's something that now are colleges going to sell sponsorships and all the sports betting sites? You damn right they are. They're going to make money, believe me. They're going to make money. Hey, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll try to get Galen Unall back on the radio with us. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck. Tune in Wednesday, October 20th at 9:35 for higher education happenings. My guest will be Bonnie Hayes and Dr. Jennifer Frines, with opportunities for businesses to collaborate with the College of Central Florida, featuring the Employer Connection webpage. This is excellent information for those interested in business applications and furthering their education. Again, that's October 20th at 9:35, provided by the College of Central Florida and your friends here at WOCA, The Source. Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
What are you doing this Saturday, October 16th? Well, how about joining the elite climbers for a rec and competition climb? Or just come out to watch this exciting event. Of course, there'll be food vendors, plus live bands, a kids splash pad, bouncy houses, kids climb, games, and more. Yes, it's fun for the whole family. If you want to compete, it's only $50. Most everything else is free. That's this Saturday, October 16th at Lake Lillian Park in Bellevue from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yep, it's something different.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
If you're thinking about brightening up your yard for fall, consider just what a new tree or two will do. And when it comes to trees, everyone around here goes to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. At Bob Wine's 5-acre tree garden, you get the best selection, you get top quality, and prices that simply cannot be beat. Plus, whenever you buy one tree, you get a second tree just like it for half price. So come pick out your favorite large tree up to 6 feet or more, starting as low as $49.99. All the way up to its famous Super Jumbos, delivered, planted, and guaranteed for one low price. Be sure to check out the truckload sale on citrus trees. Your choice starting as low as $69.99. And by all means, check out the dwarf citrus, perfect for patios and small spaces. For almost 70 years, Bob Wines has been on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala, just east of Lake Weir Avenue. They're open daily till 4, Saturdays till 3. You owe yourself a visit to this wonderful 5-acre garden.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. We've been efforting to try to get Galen Unall back on the radio, but obviously something has come up in Georgia, or there's a phone issue or something. So, well, if he calls us back, we'll talk to him, and if he doesn't, we'll push on through. We were talking about an article. I was talking about an article written by David Whitley. The headline says all you need to know about what David Whitley thinks. Gambling is here. Bet on schools selling their souls. And he uses LSU, who Florida plays this week at noon, as an example, because sports betting is already legal in Louisiana. You can sports bet in Louisiana, and that led to LSU becoming the first SEC school to sign a sponsorship deal with a sports book. Hey, if the sports book's going to be out there giving money, DraftKings and Caesars and stuff like that, you're going to step up and get some of that, whether it's in naming rights of a stadium or the logo on the 20-yard line, or the logo on the pads around the walls at the stadium. You're going to get some of that money if it's available to you. That's called, capitalism. So Tiger Stadium, look, they hadn't named it Caesar Stadium. Calm down. But there is, the sportsbook site, the Caesar Sportsbook Skyline Club. There's sportsbook signs all around the stadium to remind you that you can legally bet on LSU games. Although if it's 7 o'clock kick, they're too drunk to know how to operate anything. They'll be able to sportsbook bet. But does that mean Vegas and Baton Rouge are the same place? Well, I tell you this, they probably share the same ideas of how athletics and entertainment can come together to help the fan experience. Look, they got to do something, folks. People are staying away from football games in large numbers. Staying at home. Look, I don't go to football. I utterly abhor going to a football game. And I'm not alone. I don't like the tailgating. I don't like sitting in the stadium. I don't like the long lines at the bathroom or the concession stand. Why would I do all of that? Pay premium money for tickets when I can, instead of tailgating in Gainesville, well, I got to go all the way up to Gainesville, tailgate. Now I got to watch how much I drink and everything because I got to drive back from Gainesville after the game. So you got to be responsible, which I understand. But I live in Ocala, 35 miles, 40 miles away from the stadium. A better experience for me, and this is just me, is having friends over or going over to a friend's house. You tailgate there, really, because you're eating snacks and everything. You got the same kind of stuff going, the wings and the sandwiches and the queso with the chips and everything. You got all that at the house party that you go to as opposed to a tailgate party. You got the big screen TV or more than one big screen TV throughout the house or on the pool deck. You got the option to get in maybe the pool if you have a pool or you're at a friend's house in the pool. You have the option of sitting in the pool and watching the game while you're cooled off in a pool. There is no long, aggravating lines in a bathroom where you have to step through spilt beer and someone's urine to get to the bathroom. And if you want to, you can pause the game, party, tailgate a little longer, and then go back and watch the game without having to deal with commercials or anything. So you don't have to take that 3.5-minute break when the guy runs out on the field with the wire and the referee uniform and he stands there and he controls everybody until they come back from TV break. Nobody can do anything until that guy says they can. Well, that's what they're trying to do with this sports betting is offer more things to do in the stadium, enhance the experience with sports betting and alcohol and everything, service of alcohol, to try to get you to come from the confines of your home or your buddy's house and come to the stadium experience. Remember, athletics is entertainment. When you go to a Gator game, are you not entertained? Yeah, I stole that from Russell Crowe. But that's what athletics is. Athletics is a form of entertainment. And sports betting, if you can do it from your phone while you're sitting in the stands, and look, you'll be able to bet on quarters, halves, a number of passes in the second. There'll be all kinds of things you can bet on. You go to England now, you can you go to a tennis match in England, you can bet on individual point winners. That quick, you can bet on individual point winners in a tennis match in England. Do I think it'll get that way here? I don't know if it will. I don't know if we'll ever think that tennis is that popular again like they still do in Europe. But I do know this. Sports gambling is going to generate $2.1 billion this year. It's expected to be 5 times that much by the end of the decade. So in less than 10 years, sports betting will be somewhere in the neighborhood of $11 billion industry. Now, people say, yeah, but Tom, colleges are supposed to look out for their students. You know, they binge drink. They're susceptible to, compulsive decisions, so that's not good for gambling. Okay, but that can happen to anybody. I know, I know people that binge drink in their 50s. Hell, my doctor said he thinks I might binge drink. I went to my doctor yesterday. He says, how much do you drink? I told him. He goes, well, when do you drink? I go, Friday and Saturdays. He goes, that's binge drinking. I go, no, it's not. It's drinking on Friday and Saturday. Well, the amount, I go, look, I'm watching a couple football games. I may go through a 12-pack in a 6-hour period. Is that binge drinking? According to the doctor, it is. I gamble every weekend on football to the tune of about $100 in my offshore betting account. Is that compulsive gambling? I don't know. I never make more than about a $10 bet, but I make quite a few. I'm never going to win more than, when I win, when I lose $10. When I win, the most I've made is I hit a 16 parlay earlier this year on a $10 bet for a couple $100. Nothing serious, just a little juice. give you a little more entertainment, a little more gumption, a little more reasoning to watch the game, to pay attention to the game. Are schools going to sell out to these sports books? I don't know if they're going to sell out, but they're going to take their money. Why wouldn't they take their money? The NFL's had 4 official sportsbook partners for years now. I mean, and this is a league that once Paul Tagliabue, when he was commissioner, he testified. I remember he testified on Capitol Hill against sports betting. And now you can't go in the NFL stadium without seeing sports betting somewhere. Remember in 2005? Remember Bernie Manchin, president of the University of Florida? Remember that guy? Remember when we even talked about it on The Voice of Ocala, when he tried to tell us we could no longer call the Florida-Georgia game the world's largest outdoor cocktail party? He severed all the university ties with beer companies. How'd that work out for him? Bernie's gone, alcohol's in the stadium, and nobody stopped calling it the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. You're not going to stop this, so you might as well get on board, and that's what colleges are doing. University of Colorado has sponsorship deals with a cannabis company because it's legal in Colorado. Wake Forest, a school founded to teach Baptist ministers. They have an official beer. It's called Deacon's Brew. It's coming, folks. Sports betting's a natural progression. And it legalizes it and takes it out of backroom bookies and, hey, Moose, Rocco, help the judge find his wallet. Stops that kind of stuff. We'll be back after a short time out. You're listening to Ocala Talks on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
During the 2020 election, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg spent $419.5 million to turn out likely Democrat voters. But it wasn't traditional political spending. He funded a targeted private takeover of government election operations by normally nonprofit organizations. Ronald Klain, the White House chief of staff, was criticized online late Wednesday after he retweeted a post from a Harvard professor that some